Do you have a Bliss Station? Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to Brian J. Pombo Live. I went back to this book. We were talking about this yesterday, Keep Going, by Austin Kleon. And found a good quote that kind of plays into what we were talking about yesterday about, how to stay creative and keep motivated. And this is from Joseph Campbell, The Power of Myth. Okay, Joseph Campbell's the one that wrote a lot about mythology and everything and inspired George Lucas to do Star Wars and so forth. And this is what he calls a bliss station. This is a quote from him. He said, "You must have a room or a certain hour of day where you don't know what was in the newspapers that morning. You don't know who your friends are. You don't know what you owe anybody. You don't know what anybody owes you. This is a place where you can simply experience and bring forth what you are and what you might be. This is the place of creative incubation. At first you may find that nothing happens there, but if you have a sacred place and use it, something eventually will happen." I really like that idea, and it's a simple concept. First, having a place is nice. Like I spoke about yesterday, I have my office, which is set as kind of a creative incubator where I've surrounded myself with things that inspire me. And I continue to put things up that inspire me and get me going. Surround myself with books and other things that I can pick up in a moment's notice and be somewhat inspired by. But there's a deeper thing there where he talked about time. And even Austin talks a little on in this about how even if you don't have enough space for a physical space, if you have that time space, if you have a little bit of time set aside, it doesn't matter if you're sitting in the bathroom, to get away from the kids, but having a little bit of time every day that you're just separate and you're not filled with everything else that we're filled with all day long, all the ideas and lists and everything else. Just take some time to yourself every day to just kind of settle, to just kind of simmer a little, to just kind of, be. And there's really something important to that. And I'd like to know if you have a place or a time of day or a place and a time of day that you're able to just kind of sit and be. I'd love to find out what you think about that. If you've done that, if you've done it in the past, are you currently doing it, and what is it for you? Leave a comment. I'd love to have a conversation on this. And it's a simple idea today, but if you'd like some deeper ideas, some long-term strategies that you can use in your business, go check out 9 Ways to Amazon-Proof Your Business. It's my new book. You can get it at amazonproofbook.com. We'll be back here tomorrow night. In the meantime, get out there and let the magic happen.